Hey, folks, it's not so much that White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows doesn't get the whole matter regarding vote by mail. I mean, he really doesn't. But it is absolutely hilarious to watch Meadows so try to make it the illogical sound logical that it's hard for me to say that Jake Tapper made him look bad. Mark Meadows made himself look bad on CNN this morning. Watch this.
What we have here is a lot of people are looking at just sending out ballots. California is sending out ballots, and where they just send out ballots. If my home state of North Carolina
already did California already did that for about 75% of its population.
I agree. I agree.
Now it's 100%.
Yeah,
but Utah has done it for years. Oregon has done it for years. Washington has done it for years. A lot of these states have done it for years. Nevada. Now there are 4 states that are adding to the sending out ballots to every registered voter. I understand that that's a concern that you're claiming, but when President Trump and the Trump campaign act as though...
Jake, wouldn't it be a concern to you? Do you realize how inaccurate the voter rolls are with just people just moving around, not let alone the people that die off, but sending ballots out just based on a voter roll registration? Anytime you move, you'll change your driver's license, but you don't call up and say, hey, by the way, I'm
widespread voter fraud, though. But there's no evidence of widespread voter fraud.
There's no evidence that there's not either. That's the definition of fraud, Jake. When we look at that, what we have seen are a number of mail
if you talk
ballots. They get lost. If
you talk to prosecutors, actually, they love electoral or voter fraud because it's so easy to find and so easy to prosecute. That's why they are able to find, for instance, all that voter fraud in your home state of North Carolina in the 2018 election, because you're able to find a corrupt Republican political consultant like the one that got in trouble down there in 2018, because it's easy to find. Now, obviously, I don't think there should be any voter fraud or any political corruption.
I agree with you, Jake. When you look at North Carolina and ballot harvesting like happened there and that was fraudulent, you look at California. They allow the same thing that happened in North Carolina. They say it's perfectly legal. Is that what we're going to have? Is one standard for ballot harvesting?
But there's no evidence of that.
Well, there is evidence that they ballot harvest in California because you don't have the election results until way after it, Jake.
But here's the point that I'm trying to make.
Maybe I'm missing your point.
Wow. I have never... Oh, no, that's not true. I can't say I haven't seen a performance that bad by a White House official. I have, during the Trump administration. Man, oh man, oh man. Awful, awful.